Hello and welcome back. Yes, I realise I haven't made a video in about a month. I am sitting down today to film 3 videos for you, so I will be putting them out probably in the next few days altogether. I know that's a horrible idea channel wise, but whatever. They're all of the moment. Anyway, today I am coming to you with a bit of just a chatty video. It's a mixture of a favorites video, which I just decided that I wanted to talk about some things. Favorites, bit of a haul, bit of a talk about reading women, because it's Reading Women Month. There's a podcast called Reading Women, and it is all about trying to read more women authors, which is something that I 100% want to do, but it also ties in other things that I want to do, like reading more books in translation, reading more books from people of colour and things, and it's all related. So the first thing I will do, is that everything I wanted to mention? Yes. The first thing I will do is talk about that. It is, as I said, they have a challenge which is meant for the whole of 2018, and it's a list of 26 prompts, and you're meant to read books under the prompts, and they all have to be written by women. And so I am just going to go through what the prompts that I have already done. The challenge this month is, they've named this month, as in June 2018, as Reading Women Month, in which you're meant to kind of really read as many of the challenges as you can. I won't be doing that. So far I have done, no, that's one I want to read. A short story collection. Okay, so this year I read Her Body and Other Parties by, sorry, I'm looking at my laptop, it's got my list, Carmen Maria Machado, don't know if that's how you say her name, sorry, and Stories by Helen Garner, which was just a collection. I really, really liked both of them. I really, really loved the first half, specifically, of Her Body and Other Parties, and I thought it was amazing. Number 5 is a graphic novel or memoir. I read a few, but the one that I liked the most was Fun Home by Alison Bechdel. There's a musical based on Fun Home, which is called Fun Home, which I really, really like. Read a book published by an independent press. I read Stone Girl by Laini Hale, which I will be talking about in my May wrap-up, and that was really, really good. I also met the author, and she's really, really nice. Read a book by an Australian or Canadian author. I've read a lot by Australian authors this year, but the one I chose to put under this challenge, because I don't want to double up on other challenges, is The Last of the Bonegilla Girls by Victoria Purnam. It was really good for what it was. It's not an incredibly amazing, it's historical fiction, a little bit of romance. Victoria Purnam, who's actually my aunt, comes from a background of writing more romance, and you can tell that that she comes from a background of romance rather than coming from a background of historical fiction, because it's just a little bit lighter than a lot of historical fiction. It does focus on very heavy topics. I don't know how to explain it. It was good. I really, really liked it, but all I'm saying is that if you're really into historical fiction and you don't like romance, then you probably won't like this. But I have just come out of reading a whole bunch of YA, and I find romance a bit of fun, but I also like history, so I really like it. A classic novel written by a woman, bonus points if it's not Austen or Bronte. At the moment, I'm actually reading, where is it? Anne Bronte's Agnes Grey, obviously, and I haven't finished it yet though. Obviously though, it does say bonus points if it's not Austen or a Bronte. So I did actually just finish Frankenstein. I won't talk about that here because I'll talk about it in my May wrap-up. Poetry collection, I read Rupture by Suzanne Varga, which was really good. It was her writing poetry after she had a stroke. And I also read Food by Gertrude Stein. A book where characters are traveling somewhere. I haven't read a book where characters travel across a huge space. There are a whole bunch of books on my list that I want to get to, but what I put down for this was Burial Rites by Hannah Kent. Again, I will talk about this more in my wrap-up, but I really, really liked it. A book with a food item in the title, Orange is Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson. And then we had a book by a local author or recommended by your local bookstore. I read The Earth Does Not Get Fat by Julia Prendergast, I think. Again, yeah, Australian author. I met her, it was really good. Anyway, and then bonus challenges were a book by Virginia Woolf. I read To the Lighthouse. I also have a whole bunch of her, like, I want to read a whole bunch of her other work as well. Okay, that is the Women Writing Challenge. Next, let's move on to just like some favorites slash a haul. Okay, so a haul, I got The Librarian of Auschwitz. I don't know if I've talked about it on this channel before, but there's a book called The Tattooist of Auschwitz, which came out earlier this year. Again, I know the author, she's really nice. I've like really amazingly gotten lots of chances to hear her talk about the book, which is awesome. I saw this and I saw this on Instagram and I was like, oh my god, it looks beautiful. Also, it's so interesting that it's also called The Librarian of Auschwitz. By also I mean the titles are similar, and they came out around the same time, so I went and picked it up, and since I picked it up I've heard more people talk about it. It's just beautiful. I absolutely love, I don't know if you can see, I think the lighting's gotten worse, whatever. Anyway, so this is about, it's based on a true story, so basically the author interviewed the librarian of Auschwitz and then wrote her story out fictionalized. So it's about a 14-year-old girl who was imprisoned by the Nazis at Auschwitz, Birkenau, and basically was in the children's section, and somehow she gets some books that prisoners have managed to sneak past the guards, and she basically just reads them to the children, I think is what happens. Anyway, it sounds amazing and I'm very excited to get to that. That is YA, The Tattooist of Auschwitz, in case you want to read that. Is not YA, that's adult fiction. I got these like literally an hour ago. It's The Queen of the Night by Alexander Chee. I think that's how you say it. There's a bookstore that I go to that I really want to job at, by the way. If you live in Melbourne, Avenue Bookstore, they also have other locations. It's my favorite. And if you buy 10 books, they give you a $25 voucher. And so my whole family shares the account and we go buy heaps of books. And we had a $45 voucher there. And my mum said that after my job this morning, I could go and use it. So I picked up this. I have never heard anything about this before. It doesn't have a blurb, so I still don't really know anything about it. But on the back, one of the like quotes about the book relates it to The Crimson Petal and the White by Michelle Faber, which I haven't read yet, but Jen Campbell on YouTube talks about it a lot, and it's one of her favourite books, at least maybe her favourite book by him, or one of her favourites. Anyway, it sounds really interesting, and therefore this sounds really interesting. Also, it's beautiful. All that I know is that it's historical fiction about like a troupe of people who are doing opera. That's all I know about it. And I also picked up, which is related to the Women Reading Challenge, I saw this in someone's TBR for this month, for the Reading Women Challenge month, and that is Pachinko by Min Ji Lee, and it is about a Korean woman who, I don't want to just read you the blurb, but I will. It says, Korea 1911. A club-footed, cleft-lipped man marries a 15-year-old girl. The couple have one child, their beloved daughter Sunja. When Sunja falls pregnant by a married Yakazu, the family face ruin. The then a Christian minister offers a chance of salvation, a new life in Japan as his wife. Following a man she barely knows to a hostile country where she has no friends and no home, Sunja's salvation is just the beginning of her story. The cover is beautiful. And yeah, it's kind of unlike anything I've ever read before. Okay, some favorites for the month. This is such a weird video, I'm so sorry. Okay, so I finished uni last week and went to Chadstone 3 times this week. 2 times. Chadstone is a shopping centre near my house, by the way. Yeah, I went there 2 days in a row, because why not? One was shopping with my sister, and then the second day was shopping with my mum and my brother. So I got a lot of things. I have, my birthday was in April, and one of the present that I got given by my parents was a whole bunch of money to spend on clothes and things, because I don't have many. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I got. One of them was this top, which I love. It's by this brand called Luck and Trouble, which I got another thing from them, and I love their stuff. And it's just this really nice cotton ribbed thing with a bit of a collar neck. And yeah, it was really nice. It was also on sale. This is really, really nice. It's a long sleeve. Also by Luck and Trouble, and at the same store, I got this incredible piece of, yeah, it's just a sweater. It's really nice. It's a really nice color. I don't have anything in this color. And I've been wearing that everywhere, and I'm really scared that I'm going to get it dirty, but like I never want to take it off. And I get cold very quickly, so I'm very thankful that it's a fashionable item that I now own. I also got a new pair of shoes. I got these Converse. I will show them. They have a gorgeous, again, I have no idea if this is focusing, whatever. Yeah, I keep going to shoe stores and seeing like the Adidas Gazelles and being like, oh, they're cool, I should get them. And then I never do. And then I walked into Converse with my sister and just decided to get these on a whim, and I love them. They're amazing. Okay, other things that I bought at Chadstone that I'm loving. Skincare. I neglect my skin, as you can tell, because it's always full of red bumps. Anyway, I got a very nice cleanser from The Body Shop. All I know is that everything's vegetarian and most of the things there are vegan. I don't think these are vegan, annoyingly. I didn't realize this wasn't vegan until I got it home, and I can't see a label on this one. Anyway, this is a vitamin E based cleanser, so I can cleanse my skin and remember to actually moisturize it. And this is a ginger scalp care shampoo. Other things that are my favorites. This book. I read this last month. I just finished an essay on it yesterday. I have never heard anyone talk about this. It's a book that people have talked about because the author is a really prominent Aboriginal author in Australia. She had a book that won I think her book that just came out called Tracker won the Stella Prize, maybe. She had a book that either won or was nominated for the Miles Franklin, and this won the Australian Literature Society Gold Medal. It's called The Swan Book. It's amazing. I'm going to say it's Aboriginal realism. Very, very confusing, although it's pretty short. It's only 300 pages, I think. As you can see, I loved it. I tabbed it because I was writing an essay in it. I'm not even going to try and explain it because it's just real confusing. Look it up on Goodreads. I don't want to read the blurb to you because that's boring. Anyway, this book, more people should read it because I've never heard anyone talk about it. More favorites. These Ugg boots. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going to go make myself lunch. What am I going to make myself lunch in? These Ugg boots. I wear them around the house. I wouldn't dare leave the house in them. Although I think I did the other day when I was sick, just to go, like, to get a coffee. They're not actual brand Ugg boots. They're from Cotton On, and they're amazing. I don't know if it's real. I can't imagine it would be real because they were really cheap, but they're just warm. Okay, related to being warm, this. Everyone always wears those like Mountain Design Kathmandu down jackets. I don't want to buy one because I am vegan and I don't want to buy down. I bought this when I wasn't vegan. I also wasn't thinking about the fact that it was down. It is by the brand Spider. And it's a vest, not a long sleeve one. But it keeps me so warm. So warm. I love it. It's also like kind of more fashionable because you can still see the sleeves of like whatever you're wearing. So like final two favorites, this Keep Cup. I'm trying to be as zero waste as I can. I'm clearly very bad at that as I keep buying things that aren't zero waste and I buy books and whatever. But I try my best and I use it every day and I love it. And my final favorites are my glasses. I got glasses recently. Eyesight's not terrible. They said that there's nothing wrong with my eyesight, but there's a problem with the muscles in my eye. So basically, my eyes can see fine, but they're just working too hard to see. So I get headaches a lot. I find it hard to like concentrate on reading and comprehending because oftentimes I'm not like taking in what I'm reading. They're super cute. I got another pair as well, but I don't know where they are at the moment. I've been really sick lately. I got the flu and then I was just like not doing real well. So the glasses, I recently got them, but I've also had more need for them since I got them. So it's really convenient that I have them now. I'm not going to talk about my glasses for longer. I'm not going to talk about anything for longer. I'm going to go. So if this was a really, really random video, I do like the idea of talking about like favorites and hauls and things each month. I know a lot of other YouTubers do it. I like it. They won't all be this scrambled. But yeah, I know that like my videos get like 10 views, but like comment down below if you want to see it again or something. That is all. I'm gonna go. See you guys